Ain't no free candy and ain't nobody, she went over there and told me, oh, I went over to Keller Williams and interviewed this guy. And man, they got about 9 agents over there who are $1 million sales agents. I said, I'll give you $50 if you can go get a dollar bill from either one of them agents. A dollar bill. Ask them for $1. They look at you like you're crazy. What's $1? But you run around talking about how great they are, you don't even know. So we can't get caught up in what other folks have. We here so that we can get it. You know what I mean? So that's what's most important. I want to get it. I want all the things that I want. I'm healthy enough, blessed with healthy enough, and being in my right mind. What's the problem? Why am I not doing the work the right way? Then obviously I must not be in the right mind, or I ain't in something wrong. If you take an opportunity like this and don't, make it turn out to be what it could be, or at least give it a good opportunity. But anyway, the buyer's done. You got them pre-qual. You called. Okay, now you got the sheet. All the information is on here, and of course, you don't have to go for the Social Security number right away. Go for it last. Fill in the dream sheet. Tell about the house. Let them talk. Describe the house you want. We want an in-ground pool in the kitchen, and we want a 3-bedroom upstairs and a 3-bedroom, and we want this, and we want the cellar to this. You right? No problem. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'll tell you what. Give me an hour. If I'm a buyer, and you don't know, everybody don't get the credit. They don't even know all the time. Why are you gonna make a buyer who give you their Social Security number wait 3 or 4 days to call them back?
Exactly.
You know how nerve-wracking it is for the buyer? Because one thing, they already know that the credit might be kind of shaky. And 9 out of 10 agents, when they find out the buyer's credit is no good, will not call them back. They won't even call them back. You see? So leaving our buyers hanging 2 or 3 days, you should be up in arms with a professional loan officer who is licensed and authorized to pull somebody's credit. Because all you want to know is it something I can work on? Because if you call me and tell me, hey, this buyer can buy a house, you should be happy saying, now I can do what real estate agents do. And I might even get a commission check out of this if I go out and show them a couple of houses. So you got to, call them, hey, guess what? Loan officer called and said, your credit's okay, you can buy a house. Let's go. When are we going shopping? You got to be the one to. Don't let the loan officer call your client back and say, this is Robin Shoup with National City Mortgage, and I'm out of town right now, and I'll be back on Monday, and I'll let you know what you look like. I'm going to call my agent. Mr. Shoup, go right ahead. Who is your agent? Mr. Jerry L. Sheely at Independence Realty. I will call you back immediately. I'm pulling over right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me ever find out a loan officer, is because see, those are your clients. If they buy a house, the loan officer gonna get his 1% origination fee if he gets the loan, whatever. And say they buy a $300,000 house. All right, you go out and show it to him. What is the loan officer getting? He getting paid good too. They usually squeeze. He might make $3-4 grand himself. What do you make? What's your commission on $300,000? At 3%. What is?
3 is 9,000.
$9 grand. Find a reason to get motivated to do the job. If the $9 grand ain't enough, then maybe just being a nice person. If that's enough for you, cool. Ain't enough for me. You know what I mean? I want both. I want a nice relationship, and I want to get paid at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be running around and I don't want you to. And that's not what I train agents to do. You're here to get paid. You got bills to pay. Right. You need 2 or 3 of those closing a month. Right. That's $27,000 a month. Right. Why are we so afraid of this money? And it's all over the place. But we too lazy to a whole bunch of things, too confused mentally to get off our bump and get out there and go get that money. Because somebody getting it. You know what I mean? There are agents out there that are closing transactions every day. Also found out yesterday, back in the day, it was 8,000 agents in the business, right? 6,100. 6,100 active agents in the market right now. 2,000 fell off. $2 grand. All right? 8,000 before, now it's 6,000.
They were listening to the news.
Exactly. Look at the news.
You never listen to the news.
Davis in the house. They're watching the news. There used to be 8,000 agents in the marketplace. Now there's 6,000. So 2,000 agents have fallen off. All right? Fallen off. So with this cold calling, you know, we got to get it and we got to get to it. You know? Don't let the set of steak knives be your motivation. But if that's what it takes, that's what it's up there for. You know? Find you some time throughout the week. And like last weekend, we went out prospecting with postcards. Yvette got a client who qualified to buy. You know? She took my postcards, stapled her card on top of it, and hit the streets with me last Tuesday night. Last Tuesday.
I did that too.
Yeah? And got a client. Got a client. And on the peninsula, Tuesday and Saturday. Over here, every day. You see? Bet. Client called her, she called me. But last week, prospecting. and saw her Tuesday and didn't see her for a week. I'm sick. Because she been out walking. Client called and said, my feet feel good now. You know what I'm saying? She dancing now. Kelly got them, they getting done. She at the shipyard, the other guy, you know what I mean? So you don't ever know, so that's just the many parts of this game. But the prospect, like I said, agents who don't prospect is a suspect. Look at them shifty eyes on them. That's an agent that looks at them. You been prospecting? Hold on a minute. Eyes all over. Oh, let me check my schedule. Oh, last week I was. You know what I mean? So, cold calling, you got to get it. You got to get 6 to 8 hours a week on the phone, asking somebody, do you want to buy, do you want to sell? You know? Get all the information that you can. All right? I don't care how many no's you get. I don't care what they say. They can say no all they want. You stay on track. Right? Stay on track. You know? Stay on track. Any questions about the cold calling script and the buyer script? You guys cold call quite a bit. You know? I want more results. See what I'm saying? We gotta change something. Something we ain't doing. Something we ain't doing. I don't know what it is. Is the attitude we come in? We too laid back with it? We're not aggressive with it? Some reason why you ain't getting more packages out and more buyers telling you, you know, your log system. Or is your log system tight?
Yeah.
Are you ready for you? Are you mailing out quarterly? Everybody that you called and said send a package to, do they know you by first name?
No.
You see? Do they have 2 or 3 of your cards at home? Huh? You see? They don't know your name. Do you know their name? Can you call? Can I get your logbook and you can tell me everybody in it?
Yep.
Huh? Liar, pants on fire. See what I'm saying? So you gotta get this. Find out, you know, if your result, you know, I don't see no logbooks. What logbooks at?
I got mine.
What that? Show them to me. Bring them to me. Look at.
Oh, you know what? I left it.
See what I'm saying? There you go.
I do. I left
There you
it.
go. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
it.
See them beady eyes? Look at
I
You see? And these loan officers giving me a client calling to my office, saying they want to buy a house. You give them to a loan officer, and I come to you and you tell me that you ain't helping the loan officer in 3 4 days. Somebody got to go. Somebody old got to go. Somebody got to lose. Somebody need to lose their job working with me. You can't work with me like that. See what I'm saying? You can't be around me like that. That's where the tough calls, flash calls come in at. You answer my phones, you better be able to answer my phones. You know what I'm saying? The right way. Give a client to a loan officer that you chill. You ain't come here and say, hey Jerry, I'm gonna give this people. I'm gonna give you give to your buddy. You know what I'm saying? You give my people to your friend. You know what I'm saying? You call your friend, we can't reach your friend. I'm on the way to Florida. Give my client in the shipyard working hard. I'm gonna buy a house, and his information in your hand, and Mr. Shoop hand, and me and the client over here don't know what's going on. You know? He talking about they got credit. He might be like the people at Town Bank credit issues. I give it to Kelly Cordero, we'll be closed the next Tuesday.
Town Bank has never been any good.
Oh, shoot. And National City, they get tight on you. They be like,
Yep.
can you breathe? No.
It's fine.
Okay, you approve. You know what I'm saying? They be. So, you know, some of this company, and shoot, coming up and standing talking, you know what I mean? And like I said, he ain't the first time he dropped the ball on me.
He dropped on
That's
me
the
3,
first-
4 times.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right, he
I
just
told
got a
him.
hold of
Anyway,
that lady yesterday.
anyway.
Shoot, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, he got
Now I got a call. I left that girl 2 messages. I want her to talk to me now. Hey, how you doing? Good. You focus on your Avalon? Girl, erase that message.
What?
Just erase that name from your memory. You with the man now, son. You know what I mean? And the loan officer didn't call me. He called me yesterday, and I didn't like him. He's so dry, like a dry brownie. You know, he did them dry brownies all the time. What he do? But I tell you what. Let me ask you a few questions. And let's see, I know. Well, thank you for calling, Mrs. Sheila. It's only I don't know. I told her, call me back, and
I did call her back today.
yeah. But I gave her the information 3 days ago.
No, Tuesday.
Loan officer that work with me, I give my client phone number. He got 2 hours.
That's it.
He got 2 hours to call me back and let me know, am I making money on this one? You call me the next day, tell me something. I've been busy. Ask Mark over them, some of them loan officers over from over there. And the relationship is done. We done for life. Relationship over with. We meet in the street. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, man? Man, I'm for 15 years in the business. I'm a beast, man. I'm a beast. I'm aggressive, man. I get back. Yeah. You know, give him a client, and you be running back. Hey, he be like, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. It's the same brother that I in. We was all everything in there.
Mr. Gregory.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We work together because we all, you know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, working, relax. Send him 10 clients. And he just, every one of them like this right here.
Yep.
Come and highly recommended. You know? So, the first quarter of the year, much activity going on. Much activity. But we got to get on the street and get our prospect on. Serious prospect, not suspect prospecting. Oh yeah, I was cold calling yesterday, Mr. Shit. I cold called for like 2 hours. What you get? Nothing.
Gotta get something.
I was out passing out postcards last week. What you get? How many postcards you pass out? 10. You got them long? What shoes you on? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie to me. What lie to me for? Don't lie to me. We gotta get serious because you guys, let me tell you something. You want to make this money. You want these deals, you get a license to help people buy real estate. We the middleman. And we get paid well for our time. Alright? So, But anyway, any questions on this? Cold calling and the information sheets. Somebody said they want to buy a house or get pre-qualified. Get as much, but see the conversation, the interview is a relationship building thing. You gather some information, and then you ask some questions. Let them talk. Describe the house you want. We want a 3-bedroom with and we like to have. You gotta listen. Sometimes to the client. Stop running your mouth so much. We be talking over them. I was an agent last week at the house. She in there arguing with the customer.
What?
He trying to talk shit. I said, Mary Lee, will you let the man talk?
No. Oh, no.
Well, why? Let me say what I got to say.
Oh, no.
I said, they going, Mary, you shut the. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just want you to know I'm organized and I got my stuff together, and you gotta listen, Mr. Seller. I'm sitting there going, wow. You know what I'm saying? And then want to be heartbroken when the guy say, thanks for your help. That's why because we don't listen. We don't listen. Talking the whole time. Don't even know what a buying sign. Don't even know what somebody said they want to buy. Don't even know what it sounds like because you're so busy talking, running your mouth. Another thing that disappointed me here recently is our fear of business, of making phone calls and doing transactions and the things that agents have to do. You get a client who's aggressive and they want answers and they may be calling you at the wrong time. You can't be like, Chad, don't call me no damn more. I'm with clients right now. You don't want to hear that. know what I'm saying? But they take care of business too, right? So you got to remember that. You know, ain't about that. You know, you nervous because you can't, because you probably don't know the answer. You probably, you know what I'm saying? What you worried about? You know, but we don't want to, you know, clients calling in here, you know, dealing with folks, and we just got a problem with taking care of. We're afraid. There's so much fear in us. That's one of the big problems. You know, we claim professionals and we want to be in this business and we want to do this, but when you get in it, you don't realize, you know what? This is a real business. You know, and I'm supposed to be a business person. You see? But I can't get my mind out of my old way of doing things that I don't realize that I'm in the middle of a business. A big transaction. You know, the largest transaction that most people are going to be involved in their life. You see, so whether you full-time or part-time, your client has to believe that you are full-time and that everybody gets busy, and you know, if you they can call, I can be on a job and I get off every day at 4 o'clock. And my client can be calling me while I'm at work. I got to be able to, you know, hey, I'm in a meeting, I'm calling right back.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You know, go lunchtime, call them back, say, hey, at 4:30 I'll be in my office. I'm in, you know, just make sure people know that you are doing something. You know, you got to quit your job to be there for a client who needs something, because as soon as you quit the job, then everybody's going to be calling you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to be able, until you can go full time, you know, you got some folks who are full time, loan officers and agents, who still don't know how to manage their time. They're not professional. And it's so disappointing that if you unorganized and you don't take the business serious, then that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of because you know deep down inside, there's so many things that you ain't doing right, that you don't have a grip on, that you not doing seriously, that you just, you know, you feel like that you're being exposed, and you are. You're leaking.
Afraid of failing.
You're afraid of failing. That's why people don't cold call. Afraid of rejection. I don't want to be calling on all the folks and they keep telling me no. That's okay.
Is that fear, or is that just being unorganized?
Both. But for, you know, when you're dealing with a people who ain't used to conducting business or being respected for conducting business, you know, he doesn't have enough experience to be the president. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the, you know what I mean? He doesn't have the, you know, what it takes. I'm ready day one to be the president, the next president. You know, man up that way they need to be, right? Senator and all that stuff, and been in office, they ain't worked the day of their life like everybody, all those politicians. What makes him any different than anybody? But he gonna have a cabinet of 100 people telling him to do all that anyway. All he gonna be doing is, you know, Bush ain't doing all what Bush is doing. Bush got a cabinet. He got Condi and everybody else running around doing all kinds of stuff too in his name. You know, he takes the fall for everything, you know what I'm saying? And whether you agree with what he does or not, you know, it's still just a figurehead. And so it doesn't matter whether Hillary's in there or Barack, they're all politicians. And they're only going to do so much anyway. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't what you're really looking at right now, you know, when you decide on your candidate. But somebody say, well, I'm going to go in and be a politician just like all the other ones. That's the worst thing you should be saying right now. You should be saying, I'm bringing change. You know, I'm going to change things up and do it differently. That's what people are like, well, that's what we need. We don't need nobody coming in and saying, I'm a good politician. I'm going to be ready day one. To do what? You know, the same thing everybody else been doing. So it's not about that. But then that message is, you know, all those people like that, we tired. We want the boys to come home from the war. You know what I'm saying? And we want things different. That's why, you know, you'll see what's going to happen on that, you know. But we are professionals. We have a license, and whether you got a job or not, the first thing you got to do in this is sit down and get a schedule. I try to get agents to understand you got to have a business plan. Okay? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Right? So that means that when you come in the business, you start off, you get a schedule. I will be in the office, and so you got to write these things down. You don't be coming in here, you know, kicking the can out in the yard. I'm going to go in and now I see Miss Brickhouse walking around, kicking a soda can. Miss Brickhouse, you coming in today? I ain't decided yet. No, you can't be outside the building, you know, deciding whether or not you're going to come in and do this or not. You gotta get yourself together on Mondays or Sunday nights. You know, I'm going in the office on this day, and that day, and I'm gonna do 2 hours of cold calling. I'm gonna find out when, you know, or make it one day each. But whatever it is, write it down and don't let anything interfere with it. You know, get it. That's a schedule. That's a very, very small business. That's the beginning of learning we're so far away from the concept of what a business plan is that, you know, we run around and they tell you cannot be in business without a business plan. And people operate business for years and years and still ain't got a business plan and wonder why they're wondering why. You know, what is it? Why we don't, what's the problem? Why can't we organize our minds? Because there's so many things, so many, you know, that's why, you know, we don't need to be in this business. If you can't get your mind and your body in the same, you know, same alignment. You know, you gotta, there's a lot of houses being sold right now. You know what I mean? There ain't no reason why you ain't got your name on a bunch of them. The only reason is because you ain't doing the work. And some folks are fine with that. You know, fine with it. Months go by, I mean, I ain't seen them. I need a client. Mrs. Sheena. I'm sorry, I was asleep. What you say? You know, and then so where's the fit? I mean, and it's everybody. If I ask y'all, are you afraid? You be like, no, I ain't afraid. You afraid? You afraid? Are you afraid of doing this business? You afraid? No fear whatsoever. Stop lying.
No.
How about you? You afraid?
Yeah.
You afraid? Now, anybody that says no, right? We all gonna say no, but do your actions back it up? Have you been doing the things you need? Have you done everything you need to do since you've been in the business?
No.
Have you? Have you?
No.
Have you? Then your answer should be yes. I'm afraid. Something wrong, right? Something is wrong because you can't get raw with it. You ain't got raw with it yet. Why? Why? What's holding you back? Your other job? You're busy? What's? Okay, I understand those things, but you are in another business now. You're in a business now where people are going to be depending on you to have the answers and handle the largest transaction of their life. You got to get on the field and start practicing before the big game comes. You know, what you going to do when the game comes and you haven't practiced in it? The coach going to be looking at you all up and down the bench like this here. Looking for players. You're going to be like this here. You're going to be like, hey, you ain't been in practice all week. I know you ain't got your hand up. You know, so Sawowski, get in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't shoot a lick. And you the man. And the fan, all the, sitting in Rob Davis, all in the gym. He don't come to practice. Give me the. Rob ain't going in, he don't come to practice. You know, now what? I don't care how he shoot. I'm only playing players that come to practice. I told him that. He know better than that. You see what I'm saying? So, we just, you know, we don't do the work. You know, let these days pass by, you know, and you don't do something. You don't get out there. You don't get on the street. You know how many hours alone I've been on the streets of Hampton Roads? I'm not from around here. I'm not from Hampton Roads. I've walked these streets so many days by myself in neighborhoods, you know, where they say I don't belong. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, $250,000 was a big house. And a high top fade like this. And a gold jacket on. What the hell is that going? Or be like, it comes up my driveway. Look like you know what I mean? I'm like, ding dong, C21. Hey, buddy. What the honey? You know what I'm saying? You won't believe what I got on the front porch. You know what I'm saying? They be like, what you want, boy? You know what I'm saying? I want to sell your house, sir. They're like, you want to do what? What? How you get in the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? And what is that smoking on my grass out there? That's my two-door Dodge Colt. You know, I can't afford a big car yet, sir. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the military base all day. You know, it won't cool off for some reason. It won't stop smoking. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's like, hey, look at here. You're going to be good one day, boy, but look at here, not today. You know? But see, y'all don't go through nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want to go through nothing. Everybody want things nice and soft and sweet and easy. You can't get to the top like that. You know, why do you want to be successful? How are you going to enjoy the taste of success if you don't put in the work? You know what I'm saying? It don't taste that good. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, and you know, when I try to hang with y'all, I'm trying, you know, I got an offer yesterday. I might be out of here on the 10th of March. I don't know. Maybe they put in my wagon.
No, you're not going to win.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And y'all be under the guise of Charmaine Clark. Y'all be closed on Wednesdays. No more training. You know what I'm saying? Open up at noon. Come over here, coconuts and shit all on the floor up in here, you know what I'm saying? Jamaican music playing around here.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What you out there like that?
A real stove in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with a net around the head. Man, get my kitchen here, don't be not ready out, you know. You come in, what's for dinner today, Mom? Me tell you, it's a surprise, you know, we're going to go something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, dang! Animals, goats running around, oh, come on, eat, what that? You know what I'm saying? Chickens running, that's like what they call it, chickens running around the office. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all be like, shit, he's going down, son. Really went down. I'll be over in Hawaii training Keller Williams agents. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's the fear. And that's why I say, you know what, the fear is bananas. And that's what it is. But we got to admit it first. Yeah, you know, I was going to go out there, you know, last week and do a little all by myself. And, man, get you ain't going to get nowhere until you do get by yourself. Because people, garbage. They're garbage. Straight up garbage. You know, let them go. You are an independent contractor. You are an independent person. INDEPENT. You know, so the song, you know what I'm saying? You're independent. And you came, not only that, when you were born, when you came to this world, you came here as an individual. And when you leave, you're leaving as an individual. You got to face the man on what you did. Ain't nobody gonna say, yeah, I know Rob, he was a good old boy down there, he ain't hurt nobody down there, you know what I mean? I don't need you to tell me about what he did.
True.
It's my thing. You see? So you come as an individual, you go as an individual. Your license, you're an independent contractor. You know what I'm saying? You feel lonely sometimes. When you gonna get it? This ain't about no relationships and you can't carry nobody else. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta survive alone. When you learn that you gotta survive on your, and it's all about you and what you do, then you can rise. But every time you leaning on somebody else, waiting on somebody else, you know what I mean? Asking somebody else for something, you ain't never gonna have nothing. You know what I'm saying? You make a decision and you know what? I'm by myself, I'm on my own, I got nothing, and I got nobody. Now what am I gonna do? Am I gonna lay down? I'm gonna start walking. You know, make a decision. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. If somebody come up, cool. You know, if you wanna go, be fine. If you don't, fine. You know what I mean? I'm be the same when my check come. I ain't cutting that either. I'm gonna give you half my money because you asked for it. You know, I'm like, no, son, that bill's son. You know what I'm saying? You none of this, son. You couldn't go prospecting with me, but you want to spend my money with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of extra clients, you know what I mean? I can't work them all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm gonna do? Hopefully I'm organized enough so I can get them set with you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I ain't trying to give you nothing. You see? Because you're gonna get there. But no, we gotta understand that we're afraid. You know, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's your history, your people. They all, you know, for whatever the reasons. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the reason, but you know, we here right now, we're getting older. You know, you can't be working forever. You know, when you turn 55, 60 years old, you can't look around and say, you know, where's my mansion on the hill at? Where's my bank account? where my money at and all this stuff. They're gonna be like going down there on the bullet. Where's social service at now? They down on Norfolk. We go down to Norfolk to workforce labor and get in line.
You're absolutely right. I mean, when you ask the question, have I done everything I'm supposed to do,
Right.
like everybody else?
Uh-huh.
I haven't.
Right?
Honestly speaking, I haven't.
Okay.
And the only way to wipe away the fear that you talk about, because I mean, the more that you talk about it,
Right.
and you know, go over it, it is a fear. But it's a fear of not knowing how to go through this paperwork or to, you know, execute that presentation to that client or what have you. That's what's holding me back.
That's
But I think once I get comfortable with that,
Yeah.
you know, over that, you know, like you said, let that fear go away,
Right.
then I'll be more comfortable and able to execute things
That's
that I,
right.
that I need to do.
But you know what? Ain't no comfort.
Right.
I was going to say that.
Ain't no comfort.
Well, you know, I think
I know what you're saying.
for me there is somewhat of a. I can understand there's no comfort.
Right? Ain't nothing not out there. Ain't
Right.
nothing.
No, because
You get your flip flops on, your house shoes
Right.
with the big elephant ears on, run around the house with the house coat on. You be nothing comfortable in.
But
But
I
out
think
there,
the more you do it, the more you
Absolutely.
interact with clients and people,
Absolutely.
the more comfortable you get.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
and nothing will get you
That's
more
what I'm talking
comfortable.
about.
Exactly.
And nothing's gonna get you more comfortable than doing that.
They're doing
Being
it
out there.
So the paperwork and don't this right here. The paperwork can come.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you got,
Out there.
you know what I'm saying? But you got the client, like the
Gotta
clients.
go get them.
If you got that, the paperwork, you like, hello, let me, Mr. Shealy, go over this contract with them. You know what I mean? This is my buddy Joe and his wife. We have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You good with them. They don't care nothing about all that. As long as somebody taking care of them.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? This is my partner right here. He all do this paperwork. He the nerd. I'm the man. Let him do the paperwork. I'm in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta do? You know what I'm saying? Read the contract. Read the contract tomorrow. You can read the ratified contract all you know what I'm saying? But don't let him go find. Don't let him go with another agent.
True. True.
You know, get your name on the contract.
Yeah.
Get what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's an attitude. I rather have somebody with the right attitude. You can be a Rhodes Scholar,
Right.
and nobody want to be around you. That I can have a guy with boogers hair on his nose over here, clothes talk and everything out here, passing out postcards out here, and all kind of folks come on out here.
Right.
And I said, look here, boy, I'll take $1,000, I'm gonna get you whatever you want. Bam! But you already paying me, sir. So what? Here's another $1,000 for being stupid. Boom! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Another $1,000 for being for asking stupid.
I know.
That's enough.